Well, we were happy with what we were trying to get done offensively, I guess, for the most part. We wanted to spread them out today and get the ball high, and we thought we could get some backdoor cuts. That's one thing we didn't get throughout the game was some backdoor cuts, but we got some great shooters, and I thought TJ had some nice baskets there for us in that throughout the game, but wanted to get the ball to Alex at the high post and see if we can cut off that or he could take that guy off the dribble, but that guy played pretty good defense on him. I thought late in the second quarter we went to our Iowa offense, and we got about 6 or 8 points off that, so I thought that was effective, but they took that away the second half. But defensively, I thought maybe we helped out a little bit too much. Our guards left their guards, or we didn't get through the screens well enough on those two shooters, the twins, so I thought they hurt us throughout the game quite a bit. And then when two hit those 2 threes, we had to change our triangle a little bit because he's going to hit another one. So once they started pulling us away from the basket, we got Alex a little bit. Alex, we just wanted to guard 41, but we got Alex a little bit too far away from the basket, and then they're great at seeing that. They really attacked the baseline really well, and you saw what they do in the fourth quarter when you're trying to gamble, and they handled that very well when we were in our 1-2-2 half-court trap and our 20 double press. But they handled it very well. They're an excellent team, and we just didn't finish it. And like I said, this is a young team. These are juniors and sophomores. This is their first time at state, and they'll handle it better next year. And we got to get here. There's some great teams we're going to have to get through again next year.
Momentum was definitely on your side. Alex had the dunk and then a block on the other end, and I think they got that timeout there near the baseline, and then right out of the timeout they hit a shot. Was that a turning point in your opinion?
Well, the end of the third quarter I thought was the turning point in the game, and there was maybe a miscommunication on my part. I was trying to, on the out-of-bounds play, I said, I wanted to pull it out and run Carolina, and we don't usually run Carolina in the third quarter, so the kids would probably didn't understand what's he talking about. But I wanted to pull it out to go for one shot. And so what I was hoping is that Brad would break him down, or we'd do a pick and roll with Brad and Alex, and we'd score, toward the end of the buzzer, and we'd have the lead then going in the fourth. Our crowd would be in it big time. And what happened, Brad meant well, but he drove the ball to the baseline, and nobody came to dive to help him, and he didn't have an outlet pass. And I think they scored at the end of that third quarter there and put them up. And then we just didn't, they wanted to get to the state championship game. Both teams did, but they were runner-up last year, and maybe they wanted it. I'm not saying they wanted it worse than us, but they just went to the boards harder than us in the fourth quarter. I thought was the key. I thought rebounding was the key tonight, and free throws. One of the things about spreading it out like we did, you don't attack as much off the drive, or you get those low post feeds. So our free throw attempts were really limited tonight, and I thought that was big. So I'd say the game was rebounding and free throw attempts getting to the line.
Hard thing to do after a tough loss, get up tomorrow and play at 10 o'clock. I imagine not very hard for you guys.
Well, we talked about that already in the locker room. It was tough when we were the number 1 rated team in 2007, and Western Christian beat us by about the same margin here. And, our guys got up, I think they beat Tri-Center by 29 in the consolation game. So I'm not saying we're going to beat somebody by that margin tomorrow, because they're all good teams that are left. But, they'll bounce back, and we'll play hard tomorrow, and I'll be surprised. But we got a tough opponent. I mean, whoever, this is a great Final Four, the best I think I've seen. I've been doing this for a few years, and I'm not just saying that because we're in it this year. But I think the 4 teams in 1A are very strong teams.
Coach, thanks a lot.
All right, yep, thank you.
Yeah, it was a really fun game. I mean, we wish to come out on top, but when there's only 5 minutes left and they start stalling at the end, and they answered, it seemed like, every time on the offensive end, and they're just good ball players, and they had us scouted, and I just respect every one of them. So good luck to them tomorrow, and hopefully we can come out on top tomorrow.
Yeah, coming into this game, obviously they outscored teams by about 40 points or so. Think about your guys' mindset coming in. You felt like you could win this game.
Yeah, we were very confident. I'm sure they were too, which we both have big margins of winning. So I think their defensive average is 33, ours was 40, and our offensive average is 70, theirs was 75. So we knew it was going to be a tough one, and it was very competitive out there, and they played a good game, and they just came out on top. They played good D and stalled at the end, and we couldn't catch up.
You got to come back tomorrow now at 10 o'clock early to third place. Obviously, that's a big goal for you guys. Not really many seniors on your list.
Yeah, we just want to come out of here as winners, and hopefully remember us for next year, because we're hoping to get back here next year because we got all 5 starters back, and Kyle Thompson, Brandon Cass, and Matt Harm. I wish the best to them in the future because they're our seniors and they help us get a long ways. So,
congratulations on a great year. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, well, honestly, I thought we played a really good game, except I thought we left the basket open a few too many times down low, and then they burned us on it because they're good players. They know what they're doing, and I thought we panicked a little bit and we were focusing too much on the ball and weren't focusing on the basket enough. And they got a few easy layups, and then they hit their free throws. I mean, they're a good team. There's no excuses. They played a good game. It was just came down to free throws and guarding the rim.
Things are looking pretty good for you guys after your dunk, and then you blocked it on the other end, came back, and got all the momentum in the world. Then they got that timeout where, near the baseline there, they came out and hit a big shot. Is that a big turning point in your opinion?
It might have been, but I think it all just came down to maybe we didn't hit a few shots that we normally would hit. That's just the way it falls sometimes. Sometimes you don't hit your shots, but I thought it was a really close game. I thought we played pretty well, but that's the way it works.
Got to come back tomorrow at 10 o'clock for the third place game. Is that going to be hard at all for you guys to get up for that?
No, we're ready. We're ready to prove ourselves that we're the real deal, and we're going to play mad.